to Morning Ride and Delta Television, the people's pride. And I hope you took something away from Gabi's thinking beyond the box for today. Try and try and try again. Whenever you fall, get up, try again. That's just a message. Okay, the show goes on, and right now our guests are in the studio. And we want to look at insecurity matters in Nigeria, the way out. Joining us to talk about this, we have Ambassador Dr. Farouk Mayama, National Chairman, Police Community Relations Committee, PCR, in our studio. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning
we
to you,
have,
sir, Ambassador.
We also have Comrade Oliver Ayefia. He is the state's acting chairman, PCRC. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning, Comrade.
Thank you.
Good morning, comrade.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
And
thank you
Ambassador,
for
welcome
coming.
to the show.
Welcome to our studios. Insecurity matters in Nigeria. The way out. It's been too much has been happening. Too many lives have been lost, and everybody is worried. And we don't know what next, the next minute. So we really have to look out for a way to for all of these issues that we've been having to come to an end. First and foremost, we would like to talk about the PCRC. Tell us what the PCRC is all about, the Police Community Relations Committee.
Well, in short, the Police Community Relations Committee, PCRC for short, was established as far back as 1984. And it was established during the tenure of Inspector General of Police, Mr. Etin Inyang, because of the felt need to ensure there is peaceful coexistence between the police and the members of the general public, and also the need for members of the general public to contribute to their own quota to security and peace in Nigeria, because as the saying goes, security is everybody's business. Without security, will be chaos, and in a chaotic situation, there will be anarchy. And that is why PCRC was established in order to source and provide intelligence information to the police to serve as proactive action against crimes and criminal activities, and also to enhance the relationship between members of the general public and personnel of the Nigeria Police Force. In addition to that one, the PCRC is also responsible for public enlightenment on issues of security and peace. Public enlightenment such as this publicity, like the one you are giving us now, workshops, seminars, conferences, in which members of the general public are invited, other security stakeholders are also invited, and they are sensitized, mobilized in order to appreciate the import of security and how to contribute to security.
All right. So you're not like, PCRC is not like putting checks and balances on the police, but working, collaborating with the police.
Yes, it's to collaborate with the police, and also it can serve as also check and balances on the police, not as an authority,
Okay.
but as an advisory body.
Okay.
Because it was established as an advisory body, not as an authority, because we are not a government. We are a civil society body, a quasi-security organization established by the police themselves.
All right, let me ask furtherance to that question. You said that, you mentioned that curtailing activities of criminal activities is one of the major roles of PCRC. Now, how do you do this for someone who is not conversant with what you do?
Yes, actually, we have branches and the members all over the country.
Okay.
For instance, in any particular state, we have zone state chairman with the executive committee. Then we have area command chairman with his executive committee. Then we have divisional command chairman. In all police zones, we have PCRC members and we have police zones.
Okay.
And then we also have units in some larger towns with their own executive committees. And these executive committee members have also members who emanate from the communities, from the societies, and then we also have corporate members.
Okay.
Corporate members are all organizations that have a stake in security. For instance, vigilante, road transport, societies and the clubs, they are all corporate members of the PCRC. Then we have honorary members, that is distinguished personalities that have a say on matters of security and the community relationships. All these contribute to security. Now, the ordinary members of the PCRC are the ones living in the community. Whatever is happening in the community, they know who are the drug addicts, they know who are the drug pushers, they know who are the gun runners, they know who are the armed robbers, they know who are petty thieves, and they feed the PCRC with that information, and the PCRC transmits them to the police in order to prevent. And in some cases, before a crime happens, some people, like this killing of policemen around the country, some people may get to know who are doing it. Some people may get to know about the plan to even go and do it before it is done. Now, when such information is related to the PCRC alerts the police and the other security agencies in order to enter action to prevent the happening of such incidents.
Okay. All right, that's a good one that you're doing there. Let's come to Comrade Oliver Ayefia here, the State Acting Chairman here. Before we go really looking at seriously the security issues that have been bedeviling Nigeria so far, and everybody's so scared, we'd like to know quickly, he's told us what PCR is all about, and of course partly what you guys do. Let's know, as State Acting Chairman, what are your duties?
Thank you very much. At the capacity of the state level, I stand here to represent the national chairman, which for position of leadership, but the work of the chairman is to coordinate, is to organize, to ensure the day-to-day running activity of the Police Community Relations Committee. And as he has also mentioned, we are in charge of the area commands, divisions, and some larger divisions where maybe we have outposts and we have units in such areas. So it also has to do, it's not specific to a particular group of persons or profession. It cuts across board, irrespective of your profession, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of your tradition. Everybody participates. Like he has also said that security is not one-man business, and I will always add to it, not sentiment. Okay. By the time you want to be sentimental about it, it's not my brother, it's not my Christian brother, it's not from my same town, it's not my mate, it's not my equal. And before you see, you are breaking rules and laws and orders of the society. So at the PCRC, at the state level, our coordination is to ensure the adequate, effective representation of the national body at the state level. And we can't do that in isolation without the involving the commissioner of police at the state level. We are in synergy, so we are not operating in isolation. So as the area command operates with the area commanders in their various areas, like in Delta, you know, we have 8 area commands and about 54 divisions. And so the divisional chairman also synergize with the DPO. Truth about it, I will add to what my national chairman has said. DPOs will come, police will come, they will go, but members of the community remains there. And that is saying, soldier come, soldier go, barracks remain. And if they remain, it's still the same citizens of that community. It's not indigenized to, you are not from here. In as much as a resident of that area, and you have business to do, you have properties situated in that area, utmost concern for you is to be active participant in security issue. And we do that in our capacity at the state level.
That's nice. All
right, so the national chairman mentioned that one of the things that you do is to synergize with the communities and then relate the information to the police. Now, you are the state acting chairman. What are your activities, that you rolled out to actually communicate with these stakeholders or communities? What are the enlightenment programs mapped out?
Thank you very much. One of them is what has brought my national chairman. I think on behalf of Delta, let me officially welcome my national chairman. And first of its kind for us to have the national chairman visit Delta State.
Wow.
Because of the program we're having today in Delta on security capacity building workshop for members of the Police Community Relations Committee and other members of the public.
Okay.
He actually came up with this idea aftermath of the SARS protest when he discovered that youths were much actively involved in killing of police, destruction and others because of brutality and what we see as oppression.
Yeah.
And not left out, the women was also participant by way of cooking for people who have hijacked the peaceful protest. And today, by the grace of God,
they didn't cook for people who are
for example,
they were cooking for the legal protesters.
Let us face the reality.
Okay.
And there were demands from the legal protestants who had the intention of make this, make that. But don't forget, after 3 days, it was hijacked. And that was where people started donating money to buy groundnut, buy pure water, and even cooking at the express. Okay. It was not part of those people that made the initial plan. Okay. And so he has also come to Delta State to see how he can synergize by inaugurating the Women Committee and the Youth Committee, who will stand as a bridge. Truth about it, what you don't know is bigger than you. Sure. Some of us at narrowly would believe that the police is your friend. In common saying, African man will say police is your friend. But between you and I, some of us sees the police as our enemies. But when crisis happen, where there is security threat in your area, you don't run to the army or the civil defense. It's still the police you will call. Even if the vigilante has to do it, they have the police to report to.
Sure.
And so to that effect, our enlightenment campaign does not just end on today's program. We have monthly meetings at the state level. We have at area command and divisions. This brings people together to have access to get a crime report of what is happening within their vicinity, keeping them alert of the recent development or type of crime that is being perpetrated by these hoodlums in the area. We'll also have, apart from that, we organize workshops, we organize seminars, amongst us symposiums, which we do. And so some of us have also, like I said, and he has also said, in your place of work, and sometimes you say it does not concern me, but the love for one another, I think it has got in extinction in the African mind. Those days I keep saying it each time I'm on air and program. I think this is not my first time of coming here. We have always used it together. We tell people, if somebody goes to farm in those days, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, the person has not come back, neighborhood will look for that person, they will go and beat drum. But nowadays, some person will even live for 3, 4, 5 days. It does not concern.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares again. So something has went wrong. In those days, we eat together, we drink together. And so what happened that in our time now, that even your own senior sister or younger sister, your child cannot access this or food, your relationship food again. And that's this communion that binds us together as Africans.
So that's what PCRC is
So the
preaching?
Police Community Relations Committee stands in between the community, as he has said, and the police. Sometimes, some members of the community cannot access the police.
Right.
That some of us can go to secret office,
access
but you can access your brother, your sister, who is a member of the Police Community Relations Committee. And sometimes the DPOs could not access some individuals in the society. Perhaps they need 1 or 2 favors from such person to ensure that the divisions grow. But through the Police Community Relations Committee, they know those to meet and how to get support in terms of building, in terms of their vehicle, in terms of stationaries, and what keeps the station running. Do not forget that some of us only visit the police station where we have problems.
Yeah,
but that's supposed not to be.
I can
so when there's no issue,
visit.
you can just walk to the police station.
You can just come around to say hi. And you can just, somebody can, you are supposed, once in a while, say, DPO, I have these 10 liters of fuel. I know you run generator in the station.
Okay, that's as an assistant.
As an assistant.
Okay, but do you still know that most times when you get to the police station, then you are asked what have you come for?
And then the question must be asked.
You're like,
question
okay, I
that's
just
why
came
the
in here
police
to say, You just walk to the police station.
Yes.
Just to
You
come
be a
and start
suspect.
Try it today. Let us try it today. Delta State will be a better place. If you do it, your nearest police station, just visit and say, I had a program on television today, and the state active chairman did advise that. Not that I've come to report any person, not that I've come to report any crime. I was just passing by and say, DPO, I just say hi to you. If that DPO will not hold you,
you can't just say hi. You have to say
no,
hi.
it's not necessary. Money is not everything.
All right, we don't have much time. We're going to discuss this much more because I know a lot of Deltans and people watching us who really, they are very interested in this particular issue you've just brought up, because a lot of persons are scared of getting to the police station because they just feel, even when there are situations, to be sincere, and people are there, you're supposed to come and witness and say, okay, this is actually what happened. People walk away, they say, I don't want police issue. Then you tell me to walk into the police station when you don't have an issue. Oh, we're going to talk about that more. Now let's just look at the security issues, because that's actually what we want to focus on, as in the way out. It's been too much of bloodshed, it's been too much of destructions here and there. So what actually has the PCRC been doing about all of this?
Well, actually, as you rightly said, there are disturbing trends in this country which were not happening in the past. With regard to insecurity, widespread bloodshed, destruction of public properties, killing of police officers on duty. All these are terrible incidences that, attracted the attention of all responsible Nigerians, in particular PCRC. We decided to go across the country in order to sensitize members of the general public, embark on public enlightenment on the dangers of this insecurity that is chronically affecting everybody. For instance, if you start killing police officers, one of our members was telling us she came all the way from her own village, which is more than 100 kilometers now, and there was any police officer on road. Then if there are no police on road, then criminals will have a field day on those roads. So if you start killing police, of course they will not be on the road. And that is why it is very dangerous for us as Nigerians to start destroying our own institutions. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria provided responsibilities of the police as maintenance of internal security. It's not the duty of the army, it's not the duty of the civil defense, it's not the duty of other, it is the primary duty of the police to maintain internal security and peace in the country. But the unfortunate situation is some miscreants are making it difficult for the police to do that job. We have very few number of police compared to the population of Nigeria. Just about 350,000 to a population of more than 200 million. How can they cope? They have inadequate resources to go around. They have inadequate facilities, not even enough vehicles, not enough personnel, not enough guns, not enough, means of communication. All this is making it almost impossible for the police to function effectively and efficiently. And we as members of the general public are confounding the situation by allowing our sons and daughters in some places to start killing police and destroying them. And these police are our own sons and daughters. There is no community in this country that doesn't have a police officer in the police force. And then we start killing them. Whom are we killing? Why should we kill our sons and daughters? Why should we kill our brothers and sisters? And that is the most serious danger that we are facing. When your properties are stolen, you go to the police. When somebody attacks you, you run to the police. Now, if you start killing the police, then who will you run to? Then you are creating a situation of anarchy, a situation of lawlessness. And then we are going back to medieval age.
So now the PCRC, so far with all of this has been happening, bombing police stations, killing police officers, what steps are you taking?
Actually, the steps...
So I was going to ask a question, follow-up question on that. on what she asked earlier. You know, you mentioned that they're killing policemen, and then you can drive down from Sokoto to Asaba without seeing a checkpoint, a police checkpoint, because of the killings.
Yes.
Now, one of the reasons why we had the NSAS protest last year, October, was because of police brutality and extortion. And then we had so many checkpoints, and what they do, allegedly, they don't actually fight crime there. They extort people, and then they harass people, and that's why we had that protest. Now, what's PCRC doing to, you know, change that narrative? Because in our minds, when we see a police officer is, oh, give me money, I'm not giving money. Do you understand? And
now, I think that has been taken care of with the NSAS, because a lot of panels were set up to take care of NSAS protest issues, and I think they're still working up until now.
Yes.
Basically, NSAS has been faced, we are facing a total insecurity kind of issues right now. When NSAS came out, they were not killing up people here and there, every now and then. This person is killed, this person is kidnapped. So quickly, sir, in a minute, the PCRC and the Nigerian Police Force, what steps have you put in place to curtail and to check the destruction of police stations and the killing of police officers? Just in a minute, quick, sir, we're wrapping up.
Well, in a minute, what we did is to expand our horizon by, one, bringing youth, who are the primary culprits in all crimes and the criminal activities, and then women. And that is why we establish youth and the women committees all over the country, and in all divisions, and in all area commands, in all units, so that these people will, one, assist in apprehending criminal where they can, in bringing in police to assist in apprehending criminals where they cannot, in providing intelligence information, because youth are the ones that know where crimes are committed, they know where these criminal activities are taking place. The same thing with women. They are in a better position to know the town gossips or what is happening. You know the person who is jobless, but he is now a millionaire. Where did he get the money?
These days men gossip, not just
or where do you get the money to do it? You see somebody who has no any legitimate source of income building skyscrapers.
So questions should be asked.
Questions should be asked in the community. And when I was a kid, when our people normally come to this side to do business. When they go back and start giving people money, nobody will take their money. Yes, nobody will take their money because they say, we don't know where they get their own money.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I can see you're actually putting steps together. We had more questions to still ask, but we don't have much time to take care of all of that, especially the issue of state police creation, so that we can adequately monitor and police this country. Like you said, we don't have adequate police officers, enough things to work with arms, and so much more. But we want to believe that things will get better.
Actually, that issue of state police, the PCRC as an organization is vehemently against establishment of state police for so many reasons. Okay. This is not the first time that we are going to have state police in Nigeria. During the first civilian administration, there were, under the parliamentary system, there were state police in the name of NA police, National Authority Police. Okay. They were used.
The PCR is not in support.
It's not in support because police. They will be used just like state ANEC.
Okay.
Yes, harassing people.
We will come back.
We're going
talk more of
to invite you into our studios so we can really give us elaborately the reasons why the state police is not needed in the country. Thank you so much, sir. We'll be speaking with the National Chairman, Police Community Relations Committee, PCRO, the President of Ambassador.